Hi guys, I'm gonna shut my door. We're here for the July intention setting awareness practice. It's the new moon, and I'll just get set up. All right, welcome back, everybody. Okay, July is the Cancer moon, so it can be a lot about getting back to the heart. So we always start with a awareness practice and breathing, and then I'll share a little bit about setting intentions for this moon cycle, and then we can build an affirmation that we can carry with us to keep us grounded and centered for our intentions, to stay on track with our intentions that we set. So to start, we want to find a nice seated position, comfortable, relaxed, on the floor or a chair or a bed or wherever. And ground down into the chair, feeling the sit bones. And if your feet are planted on the ground, feeling those. Resting the shoulders back and down, resting the hands on the knees, gently closing the eyes or gazing past the nose, bringing awareness to the rise and fall of your breath, and settling into this practice. Feeling the air, the quality of the air coming in the nose and out the nose, noticing the temperature. Checking in with your other senses, the sounds around you. I was hoping to do this practice outside today, but it is raining here as I record. So we're going to drop into a place in nature, bringing into our awareness a favorite spot outside that you like to visit, and envisioning yourself in that spot. And maybe seeing the colors in the landscape and hearing some of the sounds that are nearby. Maybe you're near water or leaves rustling or birds. Taking in some nature sights and sounds. Maybe you get a sensation on your skin, or you smell some lovely scents. May even bring in your sense of taste. So settling into your favorite nature spot, we're going to check in with our heart energy. So really grounding into this favorite natural place and feeling this heart energy. It may even help to bring a hand to your heart just to check in with that energy there. This connection to nature, the connection to the heart, feeling centered and grounded. A few more deep breaths, staying with the heart, and if the mind comes in, we just let those thoughts pass by and put them in a little basket and say, I'll get back to you in just a bit, and come back into this really beautiful heart and nature. Staying with the breath a couple more times. And with the sound of the chime, gently opening the eyes and bringing that energy with us, that heart-centered and connection to nature. This Cancer new moon brings us. So I just wanted to touch in a little bit about how to stay with that feeling throughout the month, this moon cycle. Because showing up genuine and authentic is what we all want, right? We want to live that authentic purpose and to be genuine people. And when we get away from that heart energy and that connection to our source, whatever that is for you, God, nature, a divine being, when we lose connection with that, we act in ways that we often will beat ourselves up for after. So, why do we start to sacrifice ourselves and what we need as moms and women, and then we lose connection? Why does this happen for us over and over again? And then we start to become resentful, right? To the people that are taking our energy from us. That's how it feels. They're taking it from us. We're giving too much. They're taking too much. Whatever it is, we start to feel resentful. And really, we need to start figuring out, how do we get back to this heart energy and this connection to ourselves, our connection to what makes us feel our best. So it's really about setting our healthy personal boundaries. And in my group coaching work, we really focus a lot on this. Like, where are my healthy personal boundaries and how do I stick with them, set my boundaries, and other people come up against my boundaries, right? And if I'm solid in them, then I'm okay with that. And I just sit with my boundaries, and the other people have their own emotions about that, and they have to work through that themselves, right? So if I'm solid in my boundaries, I can sit with the discomfort of knowing, well, this may not be comfortable for someone else. But we're often, when we are heart centers, we're carers, we like to take care of people. We could be fixers. When we have all of that energy, we worry about the other people and pleasing them, or how they're going to react to our limitations, what the limits we want to set. So let me ask you, are you just as important as other people are? Are your needs just as important as other people in your life? And I'm sure you say yes. But in the heat of the moment, we often let our needs be sacrificed, or we don't feel like we are as important as other people are. But when we really sit with this energy and tap into it and revisit our connection to ourselves and our heart, we can put ourselves at the top of our priorities, and that we are just as important. We can have that feeling of being just as important as the other members of our family, or the other colleagues, or other family members, or our spouse, or whatever it is. We can meet in the middle 50-50 with that. So like, think of it as a piece of pie. Not a piece of pie, a whole pie, right? And we have this whole pie between the two of us. Let's take marriage, for instance. We have this whole pie, and in a relationship, we need to find the 50-50, right? And, it doesn't mean one day I'm going to not give more than my 50%. Today, I feel like I want to give more. Another day, I may feel like I need a little bit more from you. But where it's this back and forth in the relationship. And if we're constantly giving more than our 50%, that's when we start to become resentful. So we always have to figure out where our boundary is on certain issues. Where am I willing to meet in the middle? Where am I willing to give a little bit more? Where do I need to take a little bit more in this issue? So thinking of it as that pie and that 50-50 in a relationship is really helpful. Um, so like this always comes back to my childhood. My parents always gave way too much more to other people, way more to their kids than they gave to themselves. And it's a very honorable thing to do. But with time, that affects your health, your well being, mental health, physical health, emotional, spiritual health. If you are constantly giving more and more and more, you are going to be affected in your health. And they're a perfect example. They got sick at 60, died of cancer, both of them, within 6 months of each other. My dad was, um, he died from lung cancer by the age of 62. My mom, by the age of 15, like right before her 60th birthday, from colon cancer. So giving, giving, giving. And I get it. Moms have guilt if they are not giving to other people. It's a guilty feeling. And even on their deathbeds, they felt this guilt of not giving enough, not being there. I'm leaving my kids. I should have taken care of myself. Whatever the guilt was they were feeling, we feel that as parents, the guilt. So, what I am saying is we need to start putting ourselves as a priority instead of constantly giving, 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 and then later it catches up with us. Um, so I want to support you this month in figuring out where your 50% of that pie is and setting some boundaries, right? And sticking to them and being okay with it. The guilt, if you feel that guilt after, really feel it and ask, is this guilt because I am giving too much, too little? What is this guilt that I'm feeling? Um, do I want my kids to know that I'm there all the time? Do I want them to know that I have a lot to give to them? Whatever it is that you're feeling, try to sit with it this month. So hopefully that's helpful. Leave your comments and discussions in the Facebook group so we can all learn from each other and bounce our ideas off each other. And if you need more on this, really jump into the group coaching. This is where we go into deep, deep work on this, individual triggers and where this is stemming from, repressed things that we've repressed from our past. So jump into the group coaching, give it a try for a month and see how it works for you. And then we need to set our affirmation to help us. And remember to do some journaling after this as well. Journaling what comes up for you. New moon is a great time to do that. I've got my tea, take a bath, and really set this intention in motion. So the affirmation I made for this month is, I am content with my life in this moment. I am content with my life in this moment. So as we practice this affirmation, repeat it throughout the month, coming back to the heart, back to the connection with nature or source, wherever it is for you. I am content with my life in this moment. All right, have a great month, everybody.